Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. And he'll be up against Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed three-division world champion and two-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Just missed with that. Hold that thought. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Counter punching. Only catching air with that hook. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job blocking the hook. Insane action. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. What do we expect to see here in round two? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
counter shot lands. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. These two fighters are made for one another. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A big whiff with the right hook. Punch caught him clean. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that's back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The charts action from both of these fighters. A perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were Unbelievable.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That right hook catching air. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last one. And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Throws the jab but does not score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was... On to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being used. They're the size of an average man.
Beautiful counter shot. And that hook misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. A swing and a miss with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Crawford in that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Looking to land the hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell for round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Missing with the hook. Just misses with that uppercut. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the gym, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so like to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
It's when you talk.
There's the bell to start round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he scores with the counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab and doesn't score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Hard look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford. This is the 10th. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last one. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst.
A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this. all the way through a fight.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
If that could ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where does that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.